That's a dead dog.
Yes, it is.
After finding out, I don't know, about a month ago that we were going to be getting a Resident Evil 4 remake demo, I've been waiting patiently, and it's finally out. About 2 weeks before the game's release. I'm pretty sure we had about a month before a lot of the other ones, but whatever. I have played this demo an unreasonable amount of time so far. I'm thinking upwards of 20, because similar to the Resident Evil 3 demo, this one doesn't actually have a time limit. From the beginning, this looked like an absolute joy to play. I couldn't wait to get my hands on it and feel the controls. Seriously, this is the first time since I was a child that I'd close my eyes and just imagine myself playing the game. Yeah, pathetic, I know. But the game really did look that good, and now I know it really does play that good. The first thing you'll notice is that this feels very similar to the other RE Engine remakes. We were missing the dodge from Resident Evil 3, which was a high point in a very average game. Instead, we have the ability to melee after shooting certain parts of the body like the original Resident Evil 4, and then was refined further in Resident Evil 5. I've missed this gameplay so much, I can't even tell you, and it feels just as satisfying as ever. You'll start the demo with the pistol, but you can find the shotgun in its usual location. I'd assume that would be all, because this early in the game, that's all that's available to you in the original. But it was discovered recently that the TMP is actually a secret weapon you can find. Once you do find it, it's in your inventory permanently. This thing is powerful. I can only assume that it's only this powerful for the demo since it's a secret weapon, because they'd have to nerf the ammo for it otherwise. Now so far, there's only melee for the headshot and a leg shot. There's the classic roundhouse for a head stagger, a straight kick for a leg stagger, but if you can melee from behind during a leg stagger, you can also do a duplex. I don't think the melee has the same level of crowd control that it used to, but it's actually kind of deceiving how much crowd control it maintains. It also packs a pretty good punch. But again, it's hard to know how powerful anything is because they usually rebalance the difficulty for these demos anyway. For all I know, melee won't turn out to be a very good offensive action on higher difficulties. There's no melee for an arm shot, so it doesn't have the same variety as Resident Evil 5, but we do have a ground attack with a knife, replacing the Resident Evil 5 stomp. We've seen that knife durability is returning from Resident Evil 2. Similarly, it can also act as a sub-weapon when you get grabbed. But this time it's a permanent part of the inventory, so you won't actually lose it. Once it breaks, it is unusable. There wasn't actually an opportunity to repair it in the demo, but we've seen that in gameplay that Capcom's released in the past. There is a newly implemented stealth system that allows you to use the knife for instant kills, but the absolute best part is the newly added parry. During enemy attacks other than a shove or a grab, you can time pressing L1. If you time it right, you'll deflect the attack and have the ability to follow up with a melee. Perfect timing also seems to take less durability. If you time it too early, you'll still deflect the attack, but no follow-up. This works with enemies with weapons and enemies without. If you deflect a fist attack, you'll actually cut the enemy's arm off during a deflection. A few times this actually killed the enemy without the need for a melee follow-up. Not only that, but you can do this with thrown weapons as well, and in the trailer we saw it done with crossbow bolts. No more be the knife bullshit here. During my time playing, I actually deflected a hatchet and then an enemy attack right after the other, so you can do multiple in quick succession. Parrying standard attacks seems to be the most efficient usage of the knife, since finishers and grabs take a more significant portion of the durability. Of course, I can't not mention the chainsaw parry. It actually functions a bit different to the normal parry. A prompt pops up. The timing isn't all that strict either. It's really just there to save your life at the cost of your knife durability rather than something you really want to go for, because as far as I could tell, there wasn't an opportunity for a follow-up melee. Now, as fun as this gameplay is, there were a lot of inconsistencies that I noticed, and I'm not sure what will and won't get fixed by the time the full game releases. On multiple occasions, it seemed like Leon should have gotten grabbed from behind, but it registered as a front grab instead. Also, during a back grab, Leon can break out by throwing an enemy over his shoulder, which is supposed to collide with other enemies, but there have been multiple times that the enemy just clipped right through. There was also an instance of a grenade going off right before a grab and not killing the enemy. I'm not sure if this is tied to invincibility or not, but it would be nice if this was actually a viable tactic. With that being said though, I can confidently say that this is the peak of gameplay we've seen in the RE Engine games so far. I'd even go as far to say that it's the best gameplay in the series since Resident Evil 5. Yes, that game has good gameplay, shut up. I'm also very pleased that Mercenaries is going to be making a return, because that's going to be a great way to showcase this gameplay. I'm very excited, very hopeful. Yeah, I know what happened last time, but hey, maybe they've learned their lesson. With that, I'll just leave you with this.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
So, it's been a while since I've uploaded on this channel. I actually do have quite a few things in the pipeline, but if you're willing to be patient with me, those are going to take a while. If you do want any more content from me, I do have a gameplay channel with a few of my friends called Subpar Game Buddies. Anyway, thanks for watching, and there will be more content on the horizon.